Hey guys, it's nice to be back. It's been a while since I did a video. Lots has been happening in Canucks land. Um, but yeah, let's get right into it. I wanted to talk about Quinn Huges. Mama. This guy's having an amazing rookie season. You know, I got to give Jim Benning some credit here because to pluck this guy at the position he did, as well as how he did it with Pedersen and Besser, and now Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes has played 60 games this season for the Vancouver Canucks. Let me turn this down a little bit. So, out of those 60 games, he has 41 assists and 8 goals. It's pretty good for a defenseman rookie. I believe he's fourth on the team in points, fourth or fifth. Dave Talon, back in 1970 to 71, I do believe that was the stats. In his rookie year, he had 42 assists. Okay. However, he had those 42 assists in 78 games. Quinn Hughes has 41 assists in 60 games. The leading NHL rookie defenseman, I believe, is Larry Murphy back in the 80-81 season for the Los Angeles Kings. And I believe this gentleman had 60 assists. So if Quinn Hughes, within the next 21 games, I believe we have remaining in the season, can, garner another 19 assists, so 20 assists to make it 61. So that's one a game, essentially. He would become the NHL rookie leader in assists and most likely points as well. I haven't done the stats on points. I just were looking at the assists. But regardless of where he ends up with the points, it will still be within the top 10 by far. Anyhow, so Quinn Hughes has been an amazing addition for the Vancouver Canucks. I don't think that Jim Benning could have drafted a better player at the position he did and for the position that he did. Now, moving on, I want to talk about, let's see here, secure. All right, so I wanted to talk about the position that the Canucks are currently in the Pacific Division. So they've played, I believe it is 61 games, and we have 72 points. Vegas Knights have 74 points, but I believe they've played 63 games or 62 games. So we do have a game in hand on those guys. And then we have right behind us the pesky Edmonton Oilers. I gotta say, I might have a bit of concern for the Calgary Flames. They need to pick it up. If they want to get into the playoffs this year, they need to pick it up. It's not looking good for those guys. Winnipeg too. Nashville's knocking at the door. Minnesota's not too far behind. So these guys need to step it up if they want to make it into the playoffs. The month of March is actually quite favorable for the Canucks. I believe we have 16 games in the month of March. 9 of those are at home. The other 7 are actually on the road, but they're within our division. So these are all important games. They're all in our time zone except for two. I believe Dallas and Colorado are two teams we play in the month of March on the road. Um, so other than that, our time zone and the teams we're playing it's March is basically a very favorable schedule. The Canucks, out of those 16 games, I say they should win at least 10. So we'll see how that goes, but that's my prediction. In order for us to keep our pace and to keep our traction of entering the playoffs, I believe in the next 16 games. And then it's April, and pretty much the dance is here, folks. Let's not forget, there's only 21 games left, so 16 of those are in this current month coming up in March. And then we have, I believe, let's take a look at the schedule briefly here. I believe that on the 1st of March, yes, we're on the road to Columbus Blue Jackets, coming back from the tail end of that road trip. And then from the 1st right through the end of the month, out of those 16 games, like I said, we should be able to beat those teams. Teams we're playing are Columbus, Arizona, Colorado. We play Columbus again a week after back in Vancouver on the 8th. Then we play the Islanders on the 10th. On the 12th, we're on the road to Arizona. On the 13th, on the road as well to Colorado. On the 15th, we're playing Winnipeg. On the 18th, Tampa Bay. On the 20th, we're on the road to the Ducks, and then the following day we're on the road again in LA, and then we end up in Vegas on the Monday following, and then we come back home on the 25th to San Jose, 27th, 28th we're at home to Calgary and the Ducks, and then on the 30th we're at the road to play Dallas. One thing about the schedule here in March, we have quite a few back-to-backs. I can see that we have 3 back-to-back games in the month of March. So lots of hockey in the month of March, so it should be really fun. But like I said, out of those 16 games, we should be able to beat 10 of those teams, if not more, actually. The toughest challenge I can see here is Colorado. We'll play those guys twice. Tampa Bay once. You know what? I'm not giving the respect to Dallas, Vegas, San Jose, Calgary, Anaheim, LA, or Arizona, or New York. Oh yeah, we'll give some to Winnipeg. We're playing Winnipeg on the 15th. You know what? We've never beat Winnipeg in their barn. Actually, they're playing us at home at 5 p.m. on March the 15th. So we'll see how that game goes, but we have a hard time beating that team as well. So that's one of the losses, I would imagine. But like I said, out of all those other teams I just named, we should be able to beat 2/3 of those teams pretty easily. Challenges, like I said, Winnipeg, Tampa Bay, and Colorado, I'd say. Dallas, well, I don't know. I'm not giving them any respect. I think those guys are on the decline as well. People like, teams like Dallas, Chicago, even, or dear Winnipeg, to be honest with you. We know LA, where they're just in San Jose. These teams are all trending on the decline. They need to come back on the up. And the Canucks are on that upswing. So I'm excited for hockey for us for the next decade. But yeah, things are looking really good for the month of March for the Canucks. Now, I just want to talk about the game last night before I end this off. Oh, boy. Oh, it was nice to see those guys pop 9 goals. And Toffoli, he popped in 2. He's fitting right in. This Toffoli fella, if you watch his play, excuse me, he's been fitting right in with the Vancouver Canucks very seamlessly. He knows, you can tell by his play and where he positions himself on the ice that he understands the game of hockey. He's a smart hockey player. I've seen that in the last 3 games. And that pass 2 games rather, and that pass on the first game to JT Miller between the circles. I think that's a set play. I think those guys practiced that play. And the thing that really was juicy about that play, oh my God, was when he passed that puck. He passed it so hard. I haven't heard a puck hit a stick like that, I gotta say, ever, from a pass. It was like that. And I was like, whoa. And the next thing I knew, it was like the puck just ricocheted off his stick and bam, it was in the net. Think about it. The distance that puck traveled from 2 players to score was incredible. It went from Toffoli from the blue line to Miller to the hash marks goal. Well, in between the circles. I guess not really the hash marks, but kind of like in between the circles. I don't know, maybe 50, 40 feet out away from the goalie. I can't tell, but anyhow, basically what I'm saying, the distance from the shooter and the distance from the passer to the goalie, incredible. They covered a lot of ice in 2 shots. Bam, bam, puck in the net. It was incredible to see. I don't think a lot of people took notice of that just because it happened so fast and it seemed like, it was not a big deal of a play. But when you think about how that play was executed and the speed and accuracy of that play, I'm looking forward to seeing what this guy can actually provide for us in the playoffs. Anyhow, I really missed providing or making these videos. I get busy. I gotta say I get busy, so I can't make them as much as I want to, but I'm still going to share my opinion on games and players and things that are happening around the Canucks. So thank you so much for stopping by and listening to what I have to say in this video. And look forward to another one. I still haven't made it down to the arena. I still have plans to do some of the things I had planned. I just haven't had a chance to do them yet, but they're still going to happen. All right, guys, enjoy your Sunday afternoon. And on this current road trip, I will say the Canucks will sweep the Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal teams on this trip. And I don't know about Columbus, but we'll see how it goes for those 3 guys. I don't think they'll beat us at all. I think we're going to beat those 3 guys those 3 teams rather, pretty handily. Signing off.